So here we are at the Battle of Montgisard. This is one that to me ranks up there with Thermopylae. And I had damn well better figure out how to beat light cav archers if I'm going to play this one anywhere near the historical ending. So this is a situation where you can see we got like 10 counters for the Crusaders. That's it. This is a flag against that. They're not all lights either. Most of them are, but we've got some medium in the center here. There may be some other mediums built in. No. And then some heavies, including Saladin's Guard, which are not quite knights, but pretty good. Established there. This is Baldwin the Fourth. He's a teenager. He's got leprosy. That turns out to be a big problem because he couldn't have any heirs. But he's got like 300 men. 375 knights, probably a significant number of non-knights here, huh? No, these are almost all men-at-arms, so there's a small number of crossbowmen. Most of them are a decent number mounted, half of them or so. Very good quality. But the numbers, I mean, I could not handle the light cav with about equal numbers, and now I've got this. At least the Crusaders start off first. There are some advantages. The Crusaders get advantages on countercharges. Well, as far as I knew, knight countercharges were automatic anyway in this system. That hasn't been the problem. The problem's been maybe it's preventing? I'm not sure. It's possible. Anyway, supposedly Reynald is in charge of the army for the king, but the king led the knights into the battle, hacking away the enemy with bandaged hands. Very, very good leader throughout his period. Supposedly 90% of the Ayyubid's army, that's the Saladin, was lost, and the Franks taking almost no casualties. How can that be? I have no idea. What are our flight levels? Let's look. The Crusader flight level is 15, but they don't have to roll a die. They have to lose 15 points of units, which is 5 knights. If they lose that much, they're in trouble anyway. The Ayyubid is 60. They say this should produce the historical Frankish victory most of the time. I don't get it. I don't know how to handle the lights well enough. I think I'm going to have to make a circle. That's the only hint that I have here of how to cope with them. Exposing any flanks, flanks are okay because I can turn, and at the very least, I get first move. But this is going to be tough, and I probably have to defend this to some extent. I'm not sure I should have put it there because that's an easy place to go steal it. Alright. Well, let's see how this works out. Hey, I want to jump back to my Thermopylae comment and at the same time see if I can give you guys a view of this tremendous fog. Never see this kind of thing here. I mean, it's like the world's monochrome, isn't it? It's awesome. It's that dark. This is, you know, I mean, those are lights, city lights and everything, but the world is this dark from the fog. That's amazing. Anyway, back to the Thermopylae comment, because, well, let's stay out here. It's pretty. The Thermopylae idea that I had is, this is even more impressive than Thermopylae. You know, in Thermopylae, you have the Greeks positioned in an almost impenetrable terrain, yet they still lose. Now, the numbers here, well, Thermopylae is more than 100 to 1. Here, let's say they got about 500 to, I think it was 60 to 80,000, somewhere in there. I'm not sure. But, you know, it's on the same lines. Of course, it's not as huge an army as the Persians put forth. But what do we see? There's no terrain. And the underdogs numerically win. What does this mean? This means when handled well, very well, and Saladin is no slouch, right? I mean, this was someone who gave Richard the Lionhearted a bit of trouble, and certainly defeated other nobles of his time. But when handled well, a Crusader army, the Western Knights, were just that good. Now these were the top of the top here. They really were. This was the best Baldwin could get together. And Baldwin was an amazing leader. But, wow. Anyway. But this victory, unlike Thermopylae, is not a hinge pin or a linchpin of what would come. You know, the Greeks' victory there drove the Persians back, and really, the Persians never again ascended, and in fact the Greeks went into Asia Minor, etc. Here, the great battles have already been fought that carved out whatever little empire was going to exist in the Middle East. This didn't extend it, and it was just a footnote. It's not as important, but wow, what a victory. Anyway, what a night too, huh? Cool. All right. So looking at things, there is one advantage right off the bat. The initial setup is such, and there's no terrain if I hadn't mentioned that. The river or the stream and the hill are gone. Not that they affected things much, but the initial setup is such that these lights are so packed together, it's going to be possible to slam into them and force them back. Now, the important thing, though, is to keep the Crusaders from losing anything, because they can't. They cannot lose their units. But at least I'm seeing a way to generate a few points really early. We'll see how that works out. So here's the setup for the charge. The infantry have slid over, trying to provide some sort of defense. I don't think it's sufficient against this, but we'll see. I probably should have gone this way because he's the 3 leader. I shouldn't be picking on the 2 because he's going to be harder to get initiative from. But on the advantage side, oh, I can't move both. Ruh-roh. Okay, I got to move that infantry back. Shit. I'm going to leave the infantry there. I'm going to make a roll and see if I can move the cav there. Saladin's going to try to trump. He can't. If he tries to trump, it's only him that goes. And then I can counter trump. Okay, so I'm going to make a roll for Baldwin. Otherwise, the cav's got to move back. Baldwin gets his roll. That's risky. I mean, a 6 or higher. Oh, do they have an initiative bonus? We're rolling for countercharge? No. No, the only... Yeah. I mean, right there it was a 50-50 chance that I think I lose the game. But I had to take it. Okay. Well, a little better than that, but... Okay, so I'm set up here. Here's the charge. Things are going to come forward. This one slams in first. He takes 1 shot. At -2, essentially. 3, no. I gotta prevent somebody from going here, so I'm in. And I can turn. He's taking 2 shots. Both at -2. Neither one hits. I got infantry in the way, that sucks. I charge in, 2 shots, -2. Not a hit. Pretty impressive. 2 shots, -2. No. Well, they're getting some luck here, there's no question about that. And 2 shots at -2. No. Okay, so they got in unscathed. All those charges are going. This guy says, the hell with you, I'm going to get out of there. And I make a roll to see if he retreats successfully. This is a regular charge. It adds its shock unit defense. It's got a 0. No negative effect. So he gets out of there without disruption. Now come the charges. All right. Let's do the first one. We're hitting this. You know, I think I'm going to use a tripod here. I know I don't usually use one. Hold on, let me set up. Okay, that's a lot of work for me, and it's going to be hard to do, but I'm doing enough in one little area that I want to take care of this. All right, so we have a charge right here, and what do we got? We're hitting knights against light cav. That's a +3 bonus to begin with. This is decent light cav, so it goes down to +2. Now, I have to designate my attacks. So this guy's going here. This guy's going here. This guy's taking both. This guy's taking both. Yeah, they have to do everyone in their frontal hexes. But I would have liked to spread out and hit more of these because I think that's what I have to do. But anyway, I wanted to get the flank as well because that's kind of cool. All right, so +3 to begin with, make it +2, make it +4 because it's a flank attack. It's a charge, so I'll be using the charge combat table over here. And I don't remember what I had. +3, +4, +5. I think it's +4, so that's a 9. That's maximum. That's going to be defender eliminated with a continue attack. Okay. So that's 2 flight points collected and a continued attack. And we have to go into the same hex, keep the same facing, and just keep going. We lose the charge marker though, which means none of the further attacks are going to be on the charge table. Alright, let's take a look at the next one. Oh boy. We've got same thing. +3 for the basic weapons configuration. -1 because of whatever skill those guys have. Brings us to +2. But I have a knight leader. And he has charisma. So that's +2 more. So I'm at +4 on the charging table. And that's an 11 eliminated continuation. And we get another one of these. And there's no theoretical limit to the continuations. There's another 2 flight points. I know I'm giving you a lot here, but I think this is really kind of an exciting battle point just to see this. The whole game playing out actually. Okay, same thing basically here. +2 charge though, because he doesn't have the leader and he doesn't have the charisma bonus. So with only +2, oh, it's only a 4. That's a defender retired. Now, because it's knights, they have to advance. Retired is worth a grand total of 1 flight point. And I think I have to pause it for a moment. I have to look something up. I'm not sure if I get shots in on these. I don't think so. Right, it's only actual movement. This was clarified in these rules as opposed to the old Men of Iron rules where I thought they always get shots, which was huge. All right, here we've got a knight attacking. Now it's going to be that same +2, except he's fighting 2 units. So each one's going to be a +1. I'll roll them both at once, with black being this guy. +1. So that guy got hit with a 9 on the charge table, which eliminates him, and it's a continued attack. Whereas the other guy only got a 5, which is eliminated continue attack. Wow. And he gets his choice of where he wants to go. I want to swing deeper. Yes, I know, we're not going to be on the charge table anymore. This is going to be kind of painful. And we've already gotten 1 continuation, which is also a shame. I think I'm going to lose by moving the infantry first. I should have done the charge first and see if I can move the infantry up. Okay. One last charge. These are going to be on the +3 table, down 1 for the +2 table because multiple units. Again, this guy will be black. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, the first guy, I got a defender retired, attacker disordered. Okay, and that's 1 more flight point. And the second one, I got the 5, which is the defender destroyed. Just 2. And a continuation going into this hex. But we got a problem there. We got a disordered unit charging forward. Alright, well, we got the continuations we got to take care of now. Let's start with this one because this one's scary. So I've got knights against these lights again. They're both at +3 to base. Goes down to +2 for, because there's 2 of them. Goes down to 0 because the knight's disordered. And this guy's a -1, so we'll do the black die at -1. And these are not charges. So I got a 3 and a 0. 3 did nothing. 3 disordered the attacker. 0 disordered the attacker and retreats a hex. 2 disorders is equal to a retired. And that is a Crusader flight point gold. Okay. Now this one. +3, +2 because there's 2 of them, +1 against the white die. So +2 and +1. Well, those were both pretty good rolls against normal. Defender disordered. Retreat a hex. Well, he's got nowhere to retreat. Too bad. There's 4 more flight points collected. Boom. We have to advance because we're charging, because we're knights attacking. We'll go here. We don't have any further attacks. I can change facing at this point. I don't want to. Do I? No, not particularly. I'm in trouble here. This guy, I'll do him next. He's attacking. That's +3, +2 for the... I forgot the continued attacks. Oh well, we gave a bonus to the knights here. +2 for the knights. Hitting straight on. That's all we got. It's a 4, no result. They're stopped. And now here, I can only attack this one because I attacked this one with this guy. That's that's actually what I have to do. That's +3 base, +2 for the continued attack. Goes up to +4 for the leaders. And we go to an 8, defender disordered. Retreat a hex. Oh, too bad he's dead. And in we go. And I'll tilt Baldwin this way. That's 2 more. Okay, what does that net us at? And here I'm carrying the tripod around. That brings us to 18 retreat points. Well, I gotta get to 60 to win this one. 60 is still a long way away. Yeah, this is what happens when Enrico uses a tripod. Okay, well, let's see if we get a continuation, and then I'm going to send this up because a lot happened here. Can't crush it. A lot happened here anyway. Continuation, it's got to be him. He's only got a 2 because we already did one continuation, and he gets it. Wow. So that puts us up to 2 continuations, and I'm going to keep moving. Hopefully they'll be able to fill in and help defend the Crusaders.